Welcome back to What's the Story. I am Dan Kennedy, and I am joined by Wyn, Ricky, and James from Phoneboy. Guys, thank you for taking the time to join us today.
Yeah, we're excited to be here.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, absolutely. So tonight we're here to talk about your amazing new record, Moving Out. Tell me about this record. Where did you record it, and anything you can remember about it?
Yeah, we recorded it in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, with our producer / manager, Ayad Alidami.
It's called Diamond City Studios.
Yes.
It was a very, very fun recording process.
When was it?
It was
early 2022. Yeah, it started 2022.
Yeah.
So it took a while for it to get, mixed and released and everything. We're really happy it's finally out.
Well, you were still touring up until last year on this last record.
Yeah.
So on this new record, Your Apartment is a super cute love song. It's one of the best songs about young love. It reminds me in theme of the Beatles' "I Want to Hold Your Hand."
Aww.
The innocence.
Thank you so much.
Where does the innocence come in your writing process?
Everywhere. I feel like we're all really nostalgic overall. We talk about our childhood all the time. Well, at least I do. And it takes up a majority of my conversation, if I'm being honest. And that really bleeds into the writing for sure. Remembering how it was when you were a kid, and you like to write off experience. So that's the thing we all definitely have the most experience with. So that's what we mainly write about.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of nostalgic feeling through that song and through the album as a whole. For sure.
Yeah, we're also still really pretty young, and
that's too.
It's not
like we're old.
We're similarly stupid to when we were 15.
Nice.
So.
You should never grow out of that.
Yeah.
So the song "What a Crowd" has a great.
What a coward!
What? Oh, I'm so sorry. What a coward! Has a great line. Everybody smokes and steals from Target. Have you received any backlash? Has Target refused to stock your record? This record right here.
That's funny. Oh, huh. We should hit them up to stock it.
I agree. Just as a preface, legally, this alleged stealing from Target, it never happened.
Never happened.
We have never smoked and stole from Target.
That's good.
We only do it exclusively, one or the other.
Which is also a joke. We don't steal from Target. Right?
Yes.
No, we don't condone that.
No.
Can't you see how joking my face is right now?
All right. So this is your first headlining tour, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nice. Have you guys added anything to your rider that makes you feel like rock stars?
Oh, that's so funny.
It's funny you mentioned that.
Oh.
What, do you have the list?
I do, yeah. So to be honest, what we've been doing is sort of forgoing the rider and just sort of getting some money from the venue to get actual food.
Yeah.
But yeah, we came up on our last tour. We were kind of stunned with the extent to which the Happy Fits, the band we were touring with, how sick their rider was. So we sort of came up with our own. There's some of the highlights I'd say are bandolier of firecrackers,
spray paint, brown paper bag.
Yeah. Some moon sand, a secret.
A secret,
nice.
Yeah.
The secret's a good. Is it Ant Farm in there?
Ant Farm is on the reasonable one, actually.
Oh, that's on the reasonable one.
We have two. We have a reasonable rider and an unreasonable rider. Right now we're talking about the unreasonable rider. My favorite from the unreasonable rider is a magician and brass knuckles. They come together.
Nice.
You wear the brass knuckles and you sort of just beat the crap out of the magician.
Just Ricky. Ricky
Just
has a
me.
thing with magicians.
I just don't like
I was
magicians.
more for the Ant Farm, but
Yeah.
to each their
We
own.
also on the unreasonable riders an ant farm. Yeah.
Ant Farm.
Have you come into a venue and found any of these things?
I really hope I find a magician one day.
It's mostly just trail mix.
Okay.
Trail mix and hummus.
Yeah.
So tonight we're in Santa Cruz.
Yes.
But I saw your first show in San Francisco last year. And for you, it was a homecoming show.
Yes.
What was it like playing for your parents?
Oh, that was the first. That wasn't your first time.
My parents had come and seen us. They were visiting New York when we played our show in Baltimore, so they were able to catch that. But
that was in 2021, right?
That was a while ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
That was the first time my parents saw us play. Definitely had a couple more drinks than I usually would before I went on stage because I had the jitters. It was awesome, and then right after that, they've always been very supportive and they're super excited for what we're doing. But after that show, was LA next?
Yeah.
Yeah, they bought tickets, like plane tickets to just fly down to LA and then fly back like the very next day.
Nice.
And they
for the
flew out
next
to
show.
Boston, right?
And then my mom flew out to Boston. She brought
Yeah, that's where the
my
family
nana.
is. That's
Very
where the
cool.
family is, right?
Yeah. I used to live in Massachusetts actually. That's something people don't know about me.
You heard it here first.
Exclusive.
So when you were on stage at that show, you talked about your lockbox.
Oh yeah.
Tell me the lockbox story there.
Well, we lost the key.
I think I lost it.
We were looking for it outside of Rallies. And couldn't find it.
Yeah, the box had what, like a few $1,000s in it.
Yeah.
That was before we were frequently like depositing our money, which was silly.
Yeah,
but
we're just like, oh, let's see how big this wad of cash can get.
Yeah.
Just like never, keep it safe.
yeah, now we do not travel with cash really.
Good.
But yeah.
Yeah, we don't travel with
Yeah.
Please be take note of that.
But yeah, so we realized it was locked and we didn't have the key and we were gonna play Seattle. Pittsburgh. We're about to play Pittsburgh, so we called a locksmith and he's like, yeah, I'll meet you guys at the venue. So he met us. These two were at like lunch and it was just him and myself, and he opened his truck and he had a bunch of different lock picking things, just like the whole back of it was filled with locksmith stuff. And I'm like, cool, this is gonna be cool. And then he just grabs 2 screwdrivers, shoves it in the lockbox, and just like cracks it, breaks it open, like pretty easily. And I was like, damn, we could have
Aren't you
done
a
that.
locksmith?
Yeah, and he broke it.
That'll be $200.
Yeah, and then I was like, thanks, man. And I opened the lockbox and took the cash out and just paid him.
Don't carry cash.
Yeah, don't carry cash. Don't hire locksmiths.
Locksmiths are sort of like an offshoot of magicians. So I get it.
So the band is based out, even though you're from here,
Yeah.
you're from New Jersey,
Yes.
your band is based out of Hoboken.
Yes.
How has Hoboken shaped this band?
Well, the reason why we're from Hoboken is because me and Wyn met in college, and then James coincidentally went to Fordham, which is right across the river.
Okay.
So it only made sense, and also James is like super chill. But
We went to Stevens Institute of Technology.
Stevens Institute of Technology is where we went. It definitely helped shape the band in the sense that our friend group that we made there, was the only reason we got Feet Off the Ground. Almost exclusively the reason we got Feet Off the Ground, because they're like, yo, this is a cool new band that's happening. We were called Wyn and Ricky at the time before James joined.
Okay.
It was so crappy.
Nothing was recorded.
Nothing was recorded, but we just started writing and whatever, and all our friends would run around and be like, yo, they're coming out with music, it's super cool, and they whenever we dropped the first song, they all threw it on their Instagram stories and stuff and whatever, and then I really think we owe a lot of how far we've gone to that beginning point with all our friends.
To that small town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 square mile.
Really?
It was great. We'd fuck around, play our guitars in the streets on the campus.
Yeah.
It was really a playground.
Yeah.
That's what college is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, dating and drinking.
Dating and drinking.
Yeah. So, Ricky,
Yes.
if I'm correct, you've been directing almost all of your videos, or co-directing.
Been trying to.
Trying to?
As of recent, yeah.
Okay. Are you going to be branching out and directing videos for other bands?
Honestly, I haven't thought about that at all yet. And I will say that, yes, on the videos it says I co-direct everything, but I don't want to undermine how much everybody puts into the videos. We all write them together, and we work with our buddy Mike Riccardi and Mike DeVita as well, two of my buddies from high school. That and we all write together and make the videos happen. But honestly, I would freaking love to, I love making videos, If I could just get my work ethic a little bit more down, then if I can start making more videos for the band that I'm in, maybe I'll think about doing other bands. But definitely something to think about in the future.
But cash is king, right? Somebody walks up and says, I want you to make a video, here's 5 Gs.
Yeah.
10 Gs?
Keep going.
All right.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Is it hard to work for him when he's directing?
For Ricky?
Yeah.
Am I a jerk?
No, he's not.
It
a
always
jerk.
feels more like we're working for Mike.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. He has done other bands' music videos and stuff, but Ricky is like probably the one out of the band that has the most like, he's putting in like the last call and like the sort of takes that Mike is setting up for everything. But really, they're kind of like a good team. It works out pretty well. I never feel like dominated or anything.
I do really owe that to Mike Riccardi though. Like he is the best like team partner I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like when morale is low, he knows and he brings it back up.
Yeah.
You know, like when I get friggin' moody or or something else happens or like just a long day of shooting or something. He's like, all right guys, let's get everything on our backs. Let's do this. We're gonna do it right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
And we're like, all right, sweet.
Nice.
But yeah, if a band hands me 5 Gs, like, I don't know. We'll see. To be continued.
15.
Yeah,
right.
15. Take it or leave it.
So the first time that I saw you win in concert, I thought to myself, this guy is so charismatic. This dude could run for president.
Okay.
And then I look you up, and you were a soccer star. You went to college.
I did.
You're a handsome dude.
Thank you,
What's
Dad.
going on with you? How did you get all the luck?
Wow. That is
You cannot ask him this right before a hometown show. Like his head will explode. His head will explode.
Wow. That was quite a question. To go back to the beginning, ever think about running for president? I have. I have a pretty good grasp on most things. Foreign policy, I'm a little lacking on. I've been reading up in some old history textbooks and the new textbooks that are coming out nowadays.
Proofreading them?
Yes, yeah, proofreading them exactly.
Your contradictions.
So I don't know. Wait till I'm 36 and we'll see.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Actually, a little
35?
side note. Because Wyn's ego is so big, I threw him a surprise birthday party a couple years ago where he was the president-elect.
It was sick.
And I was like, where have you been? And I had a Secret Service like shake him down and stuff, and then he had to like deliver a speech. He said Barnum 2020 behind me.
Oh, it was so much fun. My ex-girlfriend was there at the time. Probably made too many Monica Lewinsky jokes, but
So I'm not the first one to think this. Okay, cool.
Hopefully you're the last.
Yeah.
All right. So since I said something really nice about you, I want to tell you something really nice.
Oh yeah.
Your pedal board is fashioned out of a skateboard.
Yes. Actually, all 3 of ours were at the time.
Well, genius. Genius. I've never seen that before. Where did you come up with that? Whose idea? It was yours?
it was mine. I did not create the idea. To be fair, I've seen it done before. We have upgraded now to our pedal trains. We have it's not a skateboard anymore.
Nobody?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. The functionality is better with our new pedal boards, but they're not nearly as cool.
Yeah. Not nearly as many compliments.
Yes.
Yeah, bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just a couple more for you guys. We live in a world of egomaniacs.
Agreed.
How did you end up to have 2 singers?
That's a good question.
On this record, 2 singers.
Oh yeah. I just feel like we both like singing. Like I didn't sing until I met Wyn. I always thought I sucked at singing, and like I did, but then something clicked, and I don't know. I think how it started was like when we started writing like Sweater Song and Massacre were 2 of the first songs we wrote. When we started writing them, I was always throwing harmonies over whatever Wyn was doing, and so like combining our voices sort of stuck, And then it's like, okay, give you this, give you that, and we just like split it up. And it's interesting to switch between voices,
It's way easier too.
Yeah,
I don't want to see singing the whole time.
Yeah.
It works with Blink-182.
Yeah. True.
And we're like basically a better version of them. So
Yeah.
More like stink when he needs to.
world of
As
ego
like
mania.
someone who doesn't sing, I think it's the main reason it seems to happen is because they both like write a lot of different vocal parts, and it just tends to be like, you know, people end up singing the parts they wrote because it works for their voice better than the other person's voice.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
like the less egotistical answer, as you were saying.
Okay.
And Ricky was always better than he thought from like towards the beginning.
That's a nice friend.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow, that's nice. So to follow up on that question, who's going to be the first to have a solo record?
Our keyboardist Jordan Torres.
Yes.
She's primed. She's ready.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's ready to
definitely.
make an Ariana Grande level send off.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to be the backing band on it?
Oh yeah. Well,
she
oh
lets
yeah.
us.
we-
If she
yeah,
lets
no.
us.
Oh, she has to.
Yeah, of course. She owes us an arena tour. Just kidding, Jordan. Yeah, definitely.
2 more.
Say.
Shoot.
Last phone call or text before you go to bed. Mom, girlfriend, lover, manager, bandmate.
It depends on how drunk I am.
Can I? Where's
We
my-
live together, so a lot of like the last words that I say are to them. I'd say.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Let's say hypothetically I'm in a room, like I'm in a house alone, and I pass out. If I'm sober, it's probably my managers. If I'm like kind of drunk, it's probably my girlfriend Jordan. If I'm really drunk, it's probably like in our group chat saying some stupid shit. And then if I'm blackout drunk, I'll probably text myself.
All right. Last one, and this is for all 3 of you, because I want to hear one answer from all 3 of you,
Okay.
because we're running out of time here.
Sure.
Living, dead, or living dead? Who would you most like to fight?
Fight.
Fight.
I love this question. Easily Harry Houdini.
You would want to fight
I
him?
knew it, man.
Yeah, I want to fight him and see if his little tricks get out of the way of a 1-2 combo.
Another locksmith thing.
Yeah.
Magician.
Magician.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
See if he can lockpick these hands.
Yeah.
That's my pick.
Man, this is tough. I like the idea of living dead because I feel like that would only make it easier.
Yeah.
I'd have to say, you know what? I can't bring something to mind. Someone I really want to fight. Maybe like, I could take maybe Ricky and I can take Harry Houdini.
Okay. When?
I like the enthusiasm.
Did Einstein was he super into gravity? Is he the one who invented
That was
gravity?
That was Galileo.
As
Oh no, wasn't?
Sir Isaac Newton.
Oh, was Galileo the one who did the other thing, the bowling ball and the feather?
Well, he had like this. He was like the sun is real.
So Isaac Newton?
Yeah, Isaac Newton's the
So
guy. Your guy.
Isaac
Wow.
Newton, the inventor of gravity, I would fight him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Because gravity just holds me down, man.
All right. All right. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Let's have a great conversation about Phoneboy. Leave us your comments below. And thank you for watching What's the Story.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. Hell yeah.
By that. All right.
Yes.
Sweet. Yo, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
That was fucking fun.
Every question was very refreshing, and we
Yeah.
I was trying to make you laugh a little bit.